General store was part of the cotton gin complex in the old days. Every little rural community, one of the featured focal points of a village was the general store and the cotton gin. And the general store was open all year round, where the cotton gin was open during the cotton season. The farmer or the sharecropper could come to the general store and buy almost anything they needed for daily living. Now, the sharecropper especially was always strapped for cash, so he could buy anything on credit. And during the year, then at the end of the season, when the cotton was picked and baled and sold, then he could pay off his bill. Now, here's you can see behind me anything you could buy, from medicine to cloth, fruit jars, canning materials, things like that. And then back over in the corner there is a whole host of different churns. Every farmer had a cow or two, and they churned their own and had their own milk, churned their own butter. And these are different churns over here. And then there's some primitive washing machines, you see. The brooms that you could buy that were locally made. And then the big ice box was a feature of the general store. When the ice was finally came into being, they'd put ice in this and put soda pop in there and different things. Right in the center of the store was a stove, wood stove, and especially in the wintertime, the old men would gather at the general store and play checkers or talk. And of course, there'd always be a spittoon right near the store, because chewing tobacco was a favorite pastime of a lot of farmers in those days, and there's always a spittoon. Over here you see different tools, different things that farmers might need. In this barrel there's a bunch of plow handles, and they'd need to replace a plow handle now and then. And then this machine here is a corn grinder, and so many farmers had a corn grinder in the backyard. They could grind corn make cornmeal, or grind it for the chicken. And on the shelf over here, you see all kind of tools that people might need, even a bedpan. We had the post office here in the back. There was a corner. This was in this building. The contents of it came from Mantua, Alabama, where the gin came from. Now, and then in the front of this shelves over here, you see a lot of glass jars. They contain seeds of various kinds for the farmer for the garden. And then in the corner, up in the corner, we have a blacksmith, a barber shop. And the barber would be there at times. So this is an old sausage press. They made their own sausage. Well, this is a general idea of the general store, and it was kind of a focal point. Anybody wanted information, you wanted news about the community or the world, you'd come to the general store, and you could find out anything you wanted.